Hello everyone, let's look at the new features and changes arriving with build 26300.9032 for Windows 11 version 26H2 in the experimental channel. Okay, first let's talk about Windows Search, as the feature is becoming more useful by automatically expanding its indexing scope based on how you use the computer. Instead of relying only on manually selecting folders, the system can use your activity signals such as recent open files and frequently accessed locations to make more relevant content search across your device. And for that, we have this new automatically find additional relevant locations option. You will find that on Settings, Pressing Security, and on the Search page. In addition, Microsoft is adding the Search the Contents of Online Files setting that lets you control whether Windows Search can also look into files in online services such as OneDrive. Microsoft is also improving the phone link experience in the Start menu by letting you preview the content of recent messages and notifications without opening the app or picking up your phone. You only have to hover an item in the recent section to see what's new at a glance, making it easier to decide whether it needs your attention, as you can see right here. The company is also refining the adaptive Hibernate policy to better balance responsiveness and battery life. Computers will now stay in modern standby longer when the battery is above 80%, allowing for more instant resumes, while it will switch to hibernation sooner once the battery drops below 10% to help preserve the remaining charge. And those were pretty much the biggest changes that we're going to see on Windows 11 build 26300.9032. In addition, the company is also rolling out several fixes and small improvements. For example, in the Settings app, Search now covers more areas and uses improved ranking to surface the most relevant results. The Start menu also fixes an issue that causes the menu to crash when dragging apps. There is also fixes for bugs in the taskbar in File Explorer. In File Explorer, for example, the homepage will now remember whether sections are expanded or collapsed between sessions. There are also some additional fixes, and this particular update also resolves an issue affecting DFS map drives. Microsoft is also addressing problems with the Spotlight feature and storage. Okay, now let's have a quick look at the feature flags that you can enable in this release. And for that, we need to go to the Windows Insider Program settings, and then we need to open the feature flags page. And these are all the flags that we can enable in this particular build. Now, by default, they will show as no override. And if you don't find that feature enabled on your computer, just select the enable option and then just restart the computer. At the bottom of the page, now we can see all the inactive flags, which means that these features are already incorporated into the operating system. So you can no longer use the feature flags page or the device tool for that matter to enable or disable these features. One thing I wanted to point out is that I'm not a fan of how difficult it still is to find some of the features Microsoft announces in official releases. Many of these improvements don't appear to be available through the new feature flag system, which makes it harder for insiders to test and discover what's actually changing. The reason I'm bringing this up is because Microsoft recently updated the Windows Insider program of making it easier for users to access and test new features. However, based on what we're seeing right now, that experience doesn't seem fully match that goal. Hopefully, Microsoft improves this process in future builds. Finally, these changes are expected to become part of Windows 11 version 26H2 when it officially releases later this year. However, because version 26H2 shares the same servicing and file system foundation as version 25H2, many of these improvements will also become available to devices running the current version. And that is all there is to it. Let me know what you think about these changes. Like the video, share it, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done that yet. And I just hope this video was informative for you. And I would like to thank you for viewing.